Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to a new video. So in today's video, I'm actually going to do our evening routine. I've never actually done an evening. I have actually, I tell a lie, I've done an evening routine. It was more of an after school. I don't know, I just feel like I haven't done a proper sort of nighttime routine. I am going to run it straight from after school, what we get up to and dinner and all of that, all the way up until bedtime. And obviously, if you're new to my channel, I have 3 children. I have a 12-year-old, a 6-year-old, and I have a almost 6-month-old as well. So we've got a range of ages and different it's kind of a really different routine. So yeah, I just wanted to share our after school nighttime evening routine of a mum of 3 with 3 kids, and yeah, just show you basically what we get up to, because I'm always interested in seeing videos like this, so I thought I would share what we get up to after school and during the evening. So yeah, let's get on with it. First of all, Jonathan's actually doing the school run. He does the majority of the school runs for me. Since I've had it with Olivia, he does the afternoon school run. He finishes work sort of a certain time, and then he goes and does the after school school run. So at the moment, I'm not doing many of those after school runs, so I'm just waiting here with Olivia, ready for them to come home and the chaos to begin, because we all love dinner time, right? Am I right? Yeah. So yeah, just let's get on with the evening.
I'm somewhere in the middle. Try to find myself again.
One of the first things that I like to do when the kids get back to school, and especially in Harrison's bag, I like to go through, see if he's got any homework or anything like that. His teacher actually sent home some flashcards of words he needs to learn more of, which is really handy to have, so they're really great like that. I then like to normally empty any packed lunches and stuff. They didn't have packed lunch this day. And also the shoes in the hallway and the bags. Now, I've got to pick these up because the kids don't realise they can take them straight to their room. They think they need to dump them as soon as they walk in the door. So I always go around and tidy that up as well first. Olivia also was due a bottle at this time, so I took her into the kitchen with me and sat her in her mama's and papa's chair, which I do a lot of so I can keep an eye on her and stuff if she's upset, in the kitchen, so I can get some bits done. But just so I can make her bottle, I've just put her in there where I can see her, and she's happy to do that.
Remember, I was laughing in all the photos that you took, but now it looks like acting, like we were fiction in a book. Guess it's the way it goes, and I will never know why you let me go. Look to the left, look to the right, nothing can stop me in the night, like I am leaving all the bad stuff and trying to remain strong.
On this particular evening, Isabella actually has football training, so Jonathan normally takes her on a Monday to football training, and because of that, it's an awkward time because it's at like 6 o'clock. They've got to leave at like 5:15, so it's not quite dinner time, and she normally has dinner when she comes back, so I sort of prepare it for when they come back. But before she goes, she obviously needs to eat something, so I normally do her like a sandwich, or she has like fruit or something like that, unless I've done a really quick dinner that's been able to be done before, which is like pasta or something like that. But on tonight, I was doing spaghetti bolognese and I wasn't going to have it ready in time, so I just done her a cheese and cucumber sandwich and some fruit, and done some fruit for Harrison. Harrison obviously stays with me, so he can eat as he goes along and things like that, whilst he's at home with me anyway. So one thing I have found really difficult since having Olivia is spreading my time and attention equally between all 3 children. So Olivia is obviously very dependent on me. Isabella's a little bit more independent, but Harrison still needs a lot of mummy and Harrison time. So I try to make sure I sit down with Harrison on an evening and we read or play a game that he likes. And on this evening, we were on the app called Readly, which is a digital magazine subscription service where you can get unlimited access to over 6,000 magazine titles and over 80 Disney magazines, including Mickey Mouse, Marvel, etc. Harrison really likes the comic style the Disney magazines have and really enjoys reading them. They're like a really easy read for him and he can follow along the story. They're just so much more fun. This is great for both of us because it's so much fun and we get to spend that quality time together.
You and me, yeah, that's all I need, and I'll be.
Oh yeah, just put them in the door, Sabbath. Ooh, Dad. That's just going to be disgusting.
So as you just heard, Harrison can read the magazines and he finds them really entertaining, and we really do love doing this together now. Harrison picks out a new Disney magazine and we read it together before bed, which is just so lovely because it gives us that little time on our own to have our own sort of quality time together. So if you want to give it a try, I actually have a link in the description and a pinned comment that gives you 2 months free access to Readly and the Disney portfolio. After signing up, you can cancel at any time, which is such an amazing offer. You may as well give it a go because you have nothing to lose and everything to gain. But yeah, we really enjoy it, and let me know in the comments if you're going to try it out. So now it's time to prepare dinner. So like I said, Isabella and Jonathan are actually at football training, so I'm preparing the dinner so that it's ready for when they come in. It's one less thing to do. Also, it's a bit late when they come in, so I just want it done because I'll be tending to the baby, and I do try to fit it in while the baby is being quiet. And at the moment she's actually in her jumperoo, but in a minute you're going to see her on her belly because I was in there with her at the time. So she has been learning how to roll over. She's now 6 months old. Can you even believe that? I cannot. So I go in between sorting her out and going in and doing dinner and cleaning up and stuff like that. It doesn't go seamlessly every single night, just to let you know, but on this particular night, for example, here's a realistic thing for you. She's teething at the moment quite bad and she's really so sore, bless her little heart, so she's quite unsettled. So just giving a little bit of Calpol there to make sure she isn't in any pain, and then she will go off to sleep as well because she was also overtired, which didn't help. So yeah, I sort of deal with the baby whilst dealing with the chaos, and there she is asleep, bless her little heart.
I hope who I am is enough for you. If I'm giving you my love, giving you my love.
So I'm now back to preparing dinner. So like I was saying, I do spaghetti bolognese. I'm going to do that for me, Jonathan and Isabella, although on this particular night I've also got to make, I'm cooking up some chicken for Jonathan because he's actually on a bit of a diet at the moment. We've got a holiday to look forward to, so he wants to be cutting for that and all of that. Harrison is also having a pizza because he's quite fussy. We all know that. If you're not new to my channel, Harrison is a very fussy eater and doesn't like to eat what we eat, but he always has something separate. So yeah, I'm just basically preparing everything, even down to the cheese, so that when they walk in, obviously Harrison will have his dinner now, and then when the others walk in, they can just have their dinner, and usually I'm either bathing the baby at that point on a Monday or whatever else. So yeah, it's just good to get it done whilst the baby's quiet, and she was asleep at the moment.
I've been feeling lost. I've been feeling empty. I've been holding on to someone that really wasn't worth it. I put out my heart, gave it my all. In the end, it didn't matter. I'll go back to the start and heal my scars. I know I can do better. But now
I do also like to try my hardest to keep it as clean as possible in between cooking dinner and dealing with everything else, just because it makes my life easier, because I do like to try and come downstairs in the morning to a clear space to a certain degree. So I don't want to have plates everywhere. I don't want to have cooking stuff everywhere when I go to bed, because when I come downstairs, which I have done before many times, it is not very nice to look at. I do like to give I do like to hoover before bed and things like that. So I do try and do that in amongst everything. And here I am cooking up the chicken for Jonathan, like I said I was going to do. So I'm doing that, as well as, you know, like I say, in between all of this, I do like to try and clean as I go. Doesn't get clean spotless, but you know, just to a certain extent.
I'm
So Olivia is actually getting a little bit more of a routine. She's developing it herself. So she does a lot of, eat, sleep, play, repeat, and all of that. What babies mostly do, but I know, you know what I mean, it's becoming a bit more of a pattern now. So we do like to do like a little bit of playtime before bath time, and that is what I'm about to do with her now. So I will get her bathed, so Olivia gets bathed and ready for bed and sorted out. And in between her having a bath, Harrison would have a bath, and then obviously Isabella will have her bath when she comes home from football. But I like to get these two bathed sort of before she comes home, and then the bathroom's free for anybody else. So I do like to lay out all Olivia's stuff, and she normally gets in the bath around about any time really between 6:30 and 7:30 at the moment. The reason why that's give you such a big gap there is because literally it can vary. Like sometimes she goes 7:30 all the time, and sometimes she goes at 6:30 every time. So she doesn't have a set routine of bedtime yet, but she is starting. So I would say she would have her bath the latest at 7:30. She then comes downstairs, or maybe not, maybe she just wants to relax straight away, and she'll have a bottle, and then she'll go to bed for about 8:30. She used to not go to bed until about 10:30. Now she goes to bed at 8:30. So she's developing her own routine. And she has unfortunately started to get up again during the night, which she never used to do, but she does tend to get up about 1:30, sometimes 4:30 actually, it depends. She switches it up and has another bottle in the night, which she's only just starting to do again, but that could be because she's teething. So it's all swings and roundabouts with babies. So the baby will have her bottle. I'll put her in a sleeping bag and get her sorted within about half an hour of a bath. That's usually when she gets really grizzly and wants to go to sleep. In amongst all of that, once I've put Olivia to sleep, Harrison would usually go to sleep about 8 o'clock on a school night, and Isabella would go roughly around about 9 o'clock on a school night. That's their bedtimes, and that's when they like to go to sleep, and it works out well for us. So Olivia's first, then Harrison, and then Isabella. And of course, once they are all in bed, either asleep or just in bed chilling, so at this point Isabella will be going to sleep soon, I am now deciding to go and clean downstairs as much as I can. So for example, I would empty the dishwasher. I would sometimes normally get some laundry done at this time of night as well, hence the reason the dryer thing is out. I was hoping to get some laundry done on this night, but you know what, I was too tired, and that's okay. Not every night's a good night, but I do actually quite like it once I put the baby to bed. This is a bit like therapy for me. I do like to reset the kitchen a little bit, just so, like I said earlier, I don't come down to a mess in the morning. It's quite demotivating to wake up like that. And coming into the kitchen or the downstairs area with it being a mess. So as you all know, I've said this before, I like it to be tidy as much as possible anyway. The whole house is a complete mess, I'll be honest, but as long as my kitchen's reset, that's all that matters to me. And yeah, so I like to do this and get as much done as possible. By about 10 o'clock, I was knackered, I'm in bed and I want to go to sleep. But the one thing I do have to definitely do is the baby's bottles. This is a must. I like to sort out all of the bottles, clean them all, sterilise them all fresh for the morning and the night, so the night ahead, because like I said, Olivia started to get up during the night again. So I do take up her flask, her bottle, her newbie set, basically the stuff that cools her bottle down, and her milk and a spare bottle, and that is what she will have if she wakes up during the night.
Finally be riding on my way. Finally woke up with some luck in the book. I don't give a what someone say. Finally got my friends in the back of my roller. We gon' make it big one day. We gon' make it big, I say. We gon' make it big, just stay in there. Stay in the morning. Stay in the morning with me. Give you a moment. Give you a moment with me. Smell all the roses. Smell all the roses with me. Just give you a moment. Stay in the moment with me. You woke up from a ride. Haven't seen you smile since December. Ripped your heart, got a brand new one since you got lost in November. See it in your eyes when we leave for the night. Way too many heartbreaks still on your mind. Let the flame burn down for a while. Let the flame blur out for a while. Stay in the moment, stay in the moment with me. Give you a moment, give you a moment with me. Smell all the roses, smell all the roses with me. Just give you a moment, stay in the moment with me.
So that is basically my evening routine with 3 children at the moment, and obviously with Olivia still being so little, our evening routine has changed quite a lot. I don't get as much done as I used to get done, like packed lunches I will now do in the morning, which I used to like to do at night, but depends if I'm too tired of a night time. My last job of the night is getting the bottle stuff ready, so making up her flask and taking all of her bottle bits for during the night in case she wakes up for a bottle. Like I say, she's been getting up a lot recently for a bottle during the night. And yeah, after I've done this, I'm absolutely beat and I want to go to sleep, so I go to bed myself. But yeah, make sure you check out in the description and the pinned comment, like I said, to get your 2 months free access to the Readly app and trial out all of the magazines that they have to offer, and also the Disney ones. They're really, really good, so make sure you check them out. And yeah, thank you to Readly for sponsoring that part of today's video, and I hope you enjoyed today's evening routine and today's video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up, make sure you subscribe, leave me a comment, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye.